Should have known the price on this place was too good to be true.
Work hard today for a better tomorrow. Nothing remains of the old world. Work hard to ensure the survival of our new one. An intruder has been detected, possibly a mutant from the above world. Intruder, if you go any further, we cannot accept any responsibility for damages or death that may ensue if you continue on the path you are following. The automatic defenses have now been activated. You have been warned. Return to your dwelling at once. There is an intruder on the loose.
I love the lights.
Remember, citizens,
stay
stay inside the compound. In the above world, there is only death and death. Work hard today for a better tomorrow.
They say it's not the weapon that counts, it's the person that uses it.
Hard work is the key to happiness.
I quite like that.
Excuse them. They think you're a monster. Poor ignorant folk. They don't know any better. They were born and raised here, underground. Never seen an outsider before, you see. So all they know is what Montague tells them. He's in charge round here, always has been. Though he's a real recluse, he lives in that house on the hill, watching us and sending his orders through talking tubes. You must have heard his voice, right?
Citizens, stay in your homes until the crisis has passed. All will be well in the end. Understone remains your safe haven.
There he goes. Don't take him long to know what's going on. You better go and see him and let him know you're not a monster. Otherwise, there'll be hell to pay. The elevator will take you up there.
To survive, you must dedicate yourself to your work. The first line of the understone defense system has been activated. Advance at your own risk. You are a highly persistent person, intruder. Perhaps you have earned the right to meet me in person. I am waiting for you. I don't know who you are, stranger, but if you are hearing this message, then I, Montague Humes, must be dead. You have proven yourself to be a most capable individual. I believe you can do what I no longer can. Take charge of Understone and its citizens. This machine can be adjusted to play any messages you wish, and the citizens below have been conditioned to obey them. If, by some miracle, the above world recovers from the devastation, the machine can be shut down from within this room. Doing so will open a passage to the above world, and the citizens will be free to return to the sunlight.
So, this is what the old loon was up to. Oh, this is my lucky day! Hello again, friend. Look, forgive me for not being completely honest before, but I had no idea there would be a whole city down here. I expected treasures, inventions, but not this! Think of the business opportunities! A whole town devoted to work, doing whatever you tell them, never questioning you, never demanding payment. Leave the machine running and we can share the profits. We'll be rolling.
Citizens of Understone, rejoice! The world above is now safe. Everything is going to be all right.
Is it really true? The surface is safe.
I can't believe it. After all this time, we can leave Understone. Just think, we'll be able to see the stars for the first time ever.
Our time of hardship is over. Return to the surface. Return to the skies and the trees and the light. Help rebuild our new world.
I never thought I'd live to see this day, to see sunlight.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid you'll have to go somewhere else tonight.
Somewhere else? And where would that be exactly? Every other place being closed down. And I'll freeze to death on the streets. And that's if Logan's goons don't bash my skull in first.
What, you think you're the only one who has problems? I'm sorry. I'm just, Look, I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Might as well go.
I hope you're not looking for somewhere to
Better wind
stay.
up there soon.
This place. Oh, thank you. My poor love. It's been agony being apart from her. And it's about time those thugs faced justice. The rough kind. They've been harassing the local homeless for weeks. But now this, it's outrageous. I know where they are. They demanded I bring them the ransom in a week's time. But I'll bring them something better.
Laszlo, you just cost me a bit of gold, mate. I bet old Harry'd take you the full week to get the money. You're an industrious one, ain't you?
Just open the bloody door, Keith. Let's have done with this.
Right, Mr. Ferret's down those stairs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. Who's your friend?
In your parlance, he's the bagman. And that gold doesn't leave his hand.
Oh, Laszlo. I cannot tell you how elated I am to have this unfortunate situation brought to a satisfying resolution. Your associate can dispense with his burden by piling the funds upon the table.
There's no gold, Ferret. Now you cough up my fiancée from whatever filthy corner you're keeping her in, or my associate is going to start collecting heads and piling them upon the table.
My initial judgment of your character was clearly misguided. You possess some heart after all. Lads, tear it out.
I got it! I got it!
Watch it! Your men are dead, Ferret. Unless you want to join them, let us in.
It's open!
You brought this on yourself, Ferret. This didn't have to happen.
Well, it still doesn't. We merely got off on the wrong foot. I'm no threat to you without my men, and I'm only too happy to return your fiancée. I can be quite accommodating.
Get on with it then.
Well, the thing is, she's actually not on the premises exactly at the present time. She's incarcerated within a nearby facility, shall we say. That access hatch will provide you with, well, access.
The sewer? You fellas are a sophisticated lot. Please, go and get her. I'll keep an eye on Ferret.
A gun.
Elise!
I thought you were gone. Do you know how hard I tried to forget you?
I never forgot you.
The last time I saw you, that day in the throne room, that was the most horrific day of my life.
Today's not going to be great either if we don't get you out of here. Come on!
Do this. You can't save me again, like that day.
This isn't like that. This time, no one gets hurt.
Just when I think I have everything sorted out, you come back into my life. I've never seen anything like that. It was like something out of Walter's stories about your father. You're a hero.
It's not all it's cracked up to be, believe me.
Things are becoming clearer to me now. Hobbs! Thank you for saving me. I don't just mean today. I should have thanked you back in the throne room, but I just felt so guilty.
I made the choice that day.
And I hated you for it. Feeling that those people died because of me. It was awful beyond words. But there was something worse. Deep inside, I felt happy. I felt happy, even as they were dragged away, that I was still alive. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. Anybody would feel what you did. It was an appalling situation. And the only one to blame for it is Logan.
Well, now that I've said that, thank you.
You're welcome. Should be almost back to Laszlo.
Oh, bloody hell, Laszlo. What am I going to say to him? Wait, I have to tell you something. Laszlo is the most... well, he's the second most amazing man I've ever met. He started that shelter from nothing, and he keeps it going despite Ferret and Reaver. Working with him felt right after all those years in the castle doing nothing. Then somehow it became about more than work. I felt something I hadn't since you. And now you're back. Oh, this is maddening. Here I am pouring my heart out and you haven't said anything. Do you want to give me a consoling hug and say, do the honorable thing? Or grab me and kiss me and tell me to come back?
You said you tried to forget me. And I understand why. But I'm back now. Hi.
And I'm so glad you are. Listen, I need time to break it to Laszlo. Please, say nothing now, then find me at the shelter in a few days and we'll be together. I love you. No point hanging around down here in this awful place. Laszlo!
Illy, oh, my head. That weasel, Nigel Ferret, must have struck me when my back was turned. Oh, darling, thank goodness you're all right. You saved the love of my life. I'm forever in your debt. Thank you for everything. I was so worried about you.
I'm here now.
I love you.
I love you too.
So, are we all set for tonight?
I've double-checked I don't believe it! You were a hero! I mean, you were a real hero! That's just what we need!
Salutation! hero wakes. Long had he harboured thoughts of vengeance against the evil Baron.
Get on with it!
Philistine. So it was that the hero came to the little village of Lightwater, a pretty hamlet nestling under the brooding battlements of the evil Baron's castle. Our hero resolved to talk to the townsfolk and see what he could find out about the missing princess.
You're kidding, right? If the hero starts talking to all the villagers, we'll be here forever.
Well,
Excellent. The hero's going to talk to Arturo.
Greetings, stranger. I can see from your good looks and heroic demeanour that you must be on a quest to rescue the princess. I saw her yesterday, carried off by the Baron's evil servants, a troop of hobs. They took her through this gate to the castle on the hill.
What, that's it? No clues to solve or anything?
Well, the hero has to figure out how to get up the hill.
You mean like by climbing it?
Hey, no spoilers.
The hero decided to investigate the eerie tower on the hill.
It's not very eerie, though, is it? Ben, you did the tower, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought you said pretty.
What kind of adventure has a pretty tower on a hill?
Be quiet, you two. I'll deal with this.
Ah, now you're talking.
Slew the last of the wolves was proven to be a mighty challenge, and far more exciting than rabbits. The hero entered the Baron's factory.
Teddy bears? What are teddy bears doing here?
Aren't they sweet? I put them in. Nice, eh?
Yeah, they are. They are nice. You know what we don't want in the evil Baron's castle? Anything nice.
Shh! Here come the princess and the Baron.
Help! Oh, somebody please help! I've been kidnapped by the evil Baron!
I am the evil Baron, and the princess shall be my wife. And all these bears will, well, they'll do evil stuff. For they are evil teddy bears.
I shall never marry you!
Oh, she's spirited like that.
The wise old man suddenly appeared before the hero. Riddle me ree, cried the old man.
Oh no, not one of your puzzles. They're far too hard. Just let him open the chest.
If all trimps are trumps, and all trumps are trumps, then all trimps are definitely trumps. True or false?
Actually, that's rather easy.
Oh, just give him the sword!
Hello, I've just learned yet another remarkable tidbit from the Book of Heroes. It seems that you have the power to upgrade not only your living weapons, but also any weapon you find. Come back to the sanctuary, and I can... Into the armory we go. Examine your new weapon to learn what you must do in order to improve it. But whatever it is, please don't do it in here. I've just tidied up. Swords are fast weapons which require skill and finesse to wield. Hammers are slower to swing than swords, but they do accomplish quite a bit more flattening. When you need to attack a target from a great distance and don't mind sacrificing...
Okay, who set up the lever?
I thought you did.
Well, I thought it was Jim's job.
Quick, let's make something up.
Well, how about it releases a cloud of lovely butterflies?
Worst game ever. I'm serious.
Well, how about a standard Hollow Man encounter?
Yeah, let's have some bloody action.
Hollow men vanquished, the hero ventured on.
Foolish hero, your pursuit ends here, for you will be devoured by the killer monsters of this ravine.
Killer monsters are... chickens? A chicken?
Yes, I thought it was time to put in something cute, but also to make us think about our relationship with food and that.
Bloody hell, Ben, you... Wait, let me fix it. There. This is... no ordinary chicken. It's a fire-breathing demon chicken.
The hero was done for that time.
The hero will feast on chicken flesh tonight.
That was just gross.
Mighty God always want to put chickens and everything. It's weird. And so the mighty hero triumphed over the fire-breathing demonic... chickens of doom. The hero emerged into the light to find the evil Baron at bay.
Help me, hero. You're my only hope.
I, the Baron, shall tolerate your meddling no longer. My elite Hob Guard will take care of you. They hunger for human flesh. Oh no, that's God, you filthy man. Stop that hob killing! Blast you! You're going to kill them all, aren't you? At this rate, the hob will kill you. I should have paid for better elite guards. Stop that hob slaying! Just let them kill you, damn it! These hobs are no match for a hero like you. I almost feel sorry for the little blighters. Be a sport and let them kill you! Another hog down! Damn you, hero! Damn you! Come, hero. You're going to kill them all, aren't you? My underlings will destroy you! Stop that hob killing! Blast you! Hit him again, my minion! I should have paid for better.
Baron's elite guard lay at the hero's feet. Nothing now stood between him and the evil Baron.
I challenge personal combat, hero. But know that I am immune to all weapons save one. A diamond sword. That is the bane of my existence, which there is no way you can possibly have. Ha 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 ha! Your puny gun cannot hurt me. I am invulnerable. You fool! I am
Welcome to the Sanctuary. The armory is at your disposal.
vulnerable to such petty weaponry. The sword! The Bane sword! It cannot be! No! I am slain!
What kind of rubbish game lets you kill the villain in one blow?
Well, you gave the hero that Baron's Bane sword.
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be so easy to get.
Oh, give it a rest, will you, please? Come on, back to the game.
Hero, thank you for saving me. How can I ever repay you?
I can think of something.
Yeah, the hero kisses the princess.
But only because she wants him to, being a strong, self-confident woman who chooses her own destiny. I did not see that coming.
What a great ending! This hero has no time for petty human emotion. Nothing matters but the glory of battle.
I think the hero loves her, but faced with a dangerous and uncertain future, he made the noblest choice, to protect the princess from it.
Oh, come on, don't ruin it.
I'm with Ben. While initially hurt and confused, the princess grew to realise that the hero had acted selflessly, and her love grew stronger than ever.
Fine, she can think that, but the truth is much more sinister.
Great work, my friend. You were fantastic.
You have to be the best hero of all time. I'm going to have my bard stroke sorcerer compose a song about you.
Whatever.
We bestow upon you the title of Honorary Master of Dungeons.
If I may say so, sir, you have succeeded
that
most
went well, don't you think?
admirably in gaining a large
Good bit of gaming,
measure
that.
of popular
When's the
support
next
among
session?
the locals.
Same time next week?
I believe
Hang
this
on,
would be a
where's the
good
orb?
time to... The armory is at your disposal.
Ah, the rebel prince. I'm on my way to the castle to...
I'm telling you, I downed 3 hollow men with 1 shot. It's true.
I've never trusted a soldier in my life. I'm not going to start now.
Will you tell her, Walter?
Hey, I'm not getting involved.
Look, here he is. Ask him yourself.
Oh, give it a rest.
Fine. I'll just stand here quietly then, shall I?
You know, for a prince, you're a pretty decent person. People out there are starting to believe in you.
I knew you two would get along in the end.
Thank you for taking an interest in my social life, but we have even bigger problems now.
Reva.
He's been bleeding the city dry for years now, but it's never been this bad. We decided it was time to hit back.
A small group of fighters managed to get into his mansion, but they never made it out.
I believe they're alive. You're going to help me find them.
Reva hosts some sort of fancy secret society party every week. We don't know what goes on, but we do know what the guests look like. It's the perfect chance to sneak in.
Here, you'll have to wear this.
Great! Where's my costume? Well, I still can't come. What, even after the 3 hollow men story? Honestly, this is as bad as the army.
Now everyone out. I have a party to dress for.
I'll stay and make sure no one spies on you.
Everyone out.
You know, I'm starting to have serious doubts about our relationship. I knew I should have gone up to the castle swiftly.
I just love how soldiers can come in and out of our secret hideout now.
Be the victors!
What the hell just happened?
Glad that was before I got shot. Oi! Stay off my mate!
What a magnificent... You're that psycho killer, ain't you?
Yes, all right.
What a thrust! Some skill.
You're not wearing the costume. There's no need to be embarrassed, you know. Come on, put it on. I won't look.
Ah, hello. The armory is at your disposal. That suit should allow you to blend in anywhere, so long as anywhere is a fancy masquerade ball attended by high-ranking members of society. Wear it in any other environment, you'd probably be slightly conspicuous.
That really does suit you. Brings out the color in your eyes. Shall we?
Bit late, aren't you? You've missed half the rituals and all the drinking. All we've got left is fizzy pop.
We apologize.
Oh yeah, well, just give me the password and we'll forget all about it, alright?
The password?
No, I'm just pulling your leg. Come on in. Master Reeve will be happy to have a few more conscious people around for the final ceremony. I wasn't kidding about the fizzy pop, though. These lightweights drank the lot. There's probably some cooking sherry left in the kitchen if you're desperate. Nah, don't blame you. Never touched the stuff myself, well, except in the mornings. I can sort you out a nice orgy later on, should the mood take you. What do you say?
Just keep walking, you strange little man.
Of course, you'll have to pardon me, miss. I do have a habit of spouting the odd vulgarity. Master Weaver has often brought out his whip to rectify that very flaw with my character.
Oh, the wheel, the wheel.
It's just this way. Oh, you'll have such fun. Not drinks and orgies fun, you know, but it'll be a real laugh, I'm sure. Now, there are some ground rules. Master Reaver insists that nobody carries weapons into the ballroom. There have been some accidents.
I'm afraid I need to keep mine. I'm here to find some friends.
Oh, you're the brave, noble rebels. Why didn't you say so? I'm an oppressed proletarian myself, you know. We're practically comrades. If you just go through these doors, you can sneak past the party and rescue your fellow revolutionaries.
There's one of my men. Kid, are you all right?
Get out, now!
Where are the others?
All dead. Reaver knew you'd come. He's been waiting for you.
What?
I'll get him out.
My! More busy little bees here to steal Reaver's honey. So industrious, so committing, so bloody annoying. When will you people learn to enjoy life?
I'll enjoy killing you. Does that count?
Oh, you're just full of spunk, aren't you? A true heroine. You must be lightning under the bedsheets. And now, as promised, the evening's pièce de la résistance. Another piece of the resistance. Voila! Do try to put on a good show for my guests, won't you?
Show? You expect us to entertain you?
But of course! It's just a game, my little sweet. The Wheel of Misfortune. It's rather simple. I spin, you die, we watch. Really, it's a riot. Why, no less than the most unsightly, most obnoxious creatures ever to contaminate this world. Super. You will laugh, you will cry, you will have
out the hobs!
I'm not proud of that.
That hob is dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is deceased. He is no more. He has shut off this mortal coil. You can say what you like about Hob. You can't dispute their dress sense. So original, so fashion forward. I don't know about you, but I find Hob rather sexy. I like a big mouth. In fact, I require a big mouth. Oh, that Hob's going to be stiff in the morning. Well, stiffer than usual. He died doing what he loved. Entertaining rich people! A good hit for the valiant rebel there! Poor thing. If anyone would like to donate to my new Hob charity, I'll arrange a funeral for the girl mine. Or we can just flush him. Hey, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Dear me! I hope there are no minors in the audience. Oh, that Hob doesn't know what day it is. Then again, it probably never did.
One almost feels sorry for those repugnant beasts. Then one shrugs and waits for the next piece of carnage.
Reaver's worse than I thought. What kind of mind dreams up something like this?
Like the tales of my greatest conquests, the wheel simply demands to be spun. What delicious fate will it deliver this time? Ah, it's just not a real party without the elegant shuffles of these gentlemen, so hallowed and yet so hollow.
Come on. The sooner we make our way through this sick game, the sooner we'll get our chance to kill Reaver.
Let the tearing of limbs commence! Chop, chop!
It may have been struck, but it will never stop. I suppose it's struck a few times and fallen over. What a wonderful spectacle this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to tell your grandchildren you were here. Do dead men feel pain? You might want to ask that fella. He's gone down like a sack of spuds. Undead spuds.
I'm gonna kill Reaver if I find this one.
That corpse is taking one hell of a beating.
How can these things even walk?
It's a Harman massacre!
This just isn't natural!
Ah, the satisfying sound of a corpse being thoroughly thrashed. Don't you love it? Ooh, what a shame! Cut down in the prime of death. We've been advised not to call them zombies. The Holoman Anti-Defamation League is getting strong towards that. If he wasn't dead before, come on, he must be now.
What a heartbreaking performance! The poetry of life and death was unmistakable, and you had to spoil it all by not dying.
I'd read about hollow men before, but I'm not sure I ever believed in them. This better end soon.
Oh, we'll let your exquisite circumference regale us with violent thrills. Ah, yes! I paid these bloodthirsty mercenaries out of my own pocket. With gold I took from the people, but still, they'd better not disappoint.
Mercenaries. Finally, something I know how to fight.
Their literacy may be lacking, but they do have a way with swords. Away we go!
Well, that's one way to earn your wages. The life of a mercenary is a short and brutish one, and it's his first day as well.
Bloody hell, he's good.
Well, at least he isn't suffering anymore. Don't think he'll be able to walk straight for a week after that hit.
Oi! Don't let that little whip beat you! It's embarrassing!
It's alright, folks. We'll send his payment to his widow, won't we, Reaver? Fight back, you imps! Oh dear, give me a moment. It feels like a death in the family. Okay, next one. He should have blocked that, but he didn't. You're rubbish.
With more grace this time, if you will. This is not a common slaughterhouse.
Come on, honestly. Today's mercenaries are just in it for the money.
As it happens, I was bending the
gentlemen, I give you the Sand Furies! You're just making them more angry, you know. Oh, so much senseless. And if you're having trouble coping, buy a copy of my book, 101 Jokes for the Recently Bereaved. Don't be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen, I think she's alright, and I think she's a she. It's so hard to tell. These sand ladies are tough. It'll take more than that to bury one. Oh, the Sand Fury couldn't get out of the way in time. Oh, tut, tut, tut. It could have cartwheeled out of the way. Don't you agree? Oh, you should have done that acrobat thing you do.
Whatever is under that suit gets top.
I encountered these lithe little fighters on the edge of the desert. They weren't easy to box up, I don't mind telling you. Oh, that's a real shame.
I'll slice your head.
Wasn't that utterly enthralling? Of course, you should be ashamed of yourselves, treating foreign visitors in such an unsociable manner. Oh, well.
I've really had enough of this.
You holier-than-thou idealists, always thinking in the simplest, most binary of ways. But I quite agree. This game grows tiresome, and my guests, they grow restless.
No need to get restless, sweetheart. Barry Hatch is here to take care of you. Fancy a quick jig? Rough one, ain't ya? But I like that in a way. Just, what? Wait, hey, Reaver! Help!
Did Brute have any idea how hard it is to find good staff? Still, one might as well enjoy the show. What's the use of a secret society without a little secret, after all?
This can't be happening.
You do handle yourself rather well. My suspicions about your true nature would seem to be correct. You know, I do believe that you might survive this after all. How wonderfully unexpected. Such magnificent beasts. The strength, the power, the cute snouts. And now, that is no way to treat my guests. I hope you're finding them amusing to fight. I don't want you to get bored. How does it feel to be torn apart by bourgeois balverines?
This is the last party I take you
Look
to.
out!
Well, I must say you've made me out to be a somewhat poor host. Rather rude of you to dispose of all my guests.
Now it's your turn, Reaver.
Oh, my dear girl, why not stop all this bickering? The three of us could go up to my quarters and have a private party.
Do you have any idea who this is? It's Logan's brother, the Prince.
The King's brother, a bona fide hero. Well, I wouldn't dream of coming between siblings. Well, that's not strictly true. There was that time. Anyway, best of luck with this whole revolution lark.
Come back!
Perhaps we'll meet again one day. Tatty bye!
Bloody coward.
Would someone mind getting us out of here now?
I never thought I'd side with royal blood, but you're nothing like your brother. The Bowerstone resistance will follow you without question. So long as you promise to change things when you take the throne. Poverty, children forced to work, people living in fear, you have to make it stop.
I promise.
We should get back. We've got a revolution to plan.
You have the support of Bowerstone and its underground resistance, but you still have much to do before you can take Albion's throne.
The speech will commence shortly.
What's going on?
All citizens gather at the castle for the king's message. The speech will commence shortly.
This is never good.
You should find out what it's about. I'd come with you, but there's a reason we stay underground. We'll see you at the base when it's over, all right?
You think you can win, do you? Well, we're the best. Logan's elite.
Yes, traitors walk amongst us. Traitors plot to end us. Traitors would have you believe their cause is noble. They wear many masks. They may look like your friends. They may even look like your most loyal servants. This is the face of a traitor.
Swift.
Major Swift, a respected member of the army and sworn servant of the kingdom. has plotted against us all. He was apprehended attempting to turn loyal soldiers against us, and is thus charged with espionage, treason, and conspiracy. Yet, there are still others darkening our land with their betrayal. We shall hunt these traitors down, wherever they may be, and they shall suffer the same fate as Major Swift, the fate of all enemies of the Crown.
He has to be stopped, no matter what it takes. He has to be... Come on, we need to tell the others.
Guns, guns, guns!
If you can find better prices anywhere, then I shan't be surprised if you shop there instead. None of us are safe.
I used to go to a pub called the Ambiguous Penguin.
Ben told us what happened. Swift was a good friend. He died like a true soldier.
A true soldier? Let's not pretend there was anything noble about the way he died. He was tortured, humiliated, and murdered.
And he didn't give Logan anything, or we'd be dead now. I called that noble.
It was just a matter of time before Logan did this. Before he decided to hunt us down. We have to fight back.
We're still not ready, though. We need more allies, and thanks to Swift's efforts, we know exactly where to look.
Before he was executed, the Major managed to send us a message.
A soldier still loyal to the old guard brought it to me, at great risk to his life.
What does it say? Well, this is Swifty we're talking about, so it's rather straightforward. You will find allies in Aurora.
I still don't understand how anyone there could help us. Aurora is a dead land. There's nothing there.
Or at least, that's what we've been told. It's still the only lead we have, anyway.
Can we get on with the plan? I have an overwhelming urge to shoot someone.
First thing, we'll need a ship. You and Ben will get hold of one, while Paige and I make sure the rest of the fleet doesn't follow.
You'll need to go via the back alleys, and they'll be crawling with soldiers.
Not a problem. I know my way around the place. I'll meet you at the back of the sewers. We're gonna show Logan just what traitors can do.
Go on. My men are putting together the materials we'll need. It should be quite a display.
Aurora is a distant place. It could be a while before we return. If there's things you need to do, now's the time.
You know, Swift taught me almost everything I know about being a soldier. Let's show these bastards how it's done. We need to get to the far end of the dock, so probably best not to shoot until we have to. Come on. Leave the talking to me. I have an idea.
Stop. Only Royal Guard allowed.
Oh, I know, but can I just say, wow, you look so stylish, with the helmets and everything, and me and my friend were wondering if you joined us, because, you just make us ordinary soldiers feel so inadequate.
Leave.
Oh, come on. Don't you have any leaflets or application forms we could take with us? If we could just get inside and get your autographs. We are huge fans.
Leave, or we will be forced to terminate you.
See? Even their vocabulary is stylish.
Your head's coming off! We're
Okay,
under
I
attack!
admit it. I didn't really have an idea.
This one's a serious threat, men. Be careful!
Let's get out of here. The docks are just round the corner.
What kept you? We have to hurry. They're going to be following us after all.
What about Paige?
She's staying behind. Someone needs to organize things here. Now, come on. I've got a good feeling about this voyage.
Are you all right?
Yes. Ben's not here?
No. Looks like we didn't all make it. I only hope... Well, maybe he washed up somewhere else. I'm sure that's it. Anyway, the only way forward seems to be through a rather ominous cave. Before we go any further, I'd just like to say one thing. Balls! Hello? Sounds like the dog's found something. Well, you never know. It might be a luxury inn. Bats. He found bats. Good work, boy. Bats are exactly what we needed right now. What do you think happened to Ben? He's a strong swimmer. Probably reached a sandy beach somewhere. Palm trees, beautiful women, coconut cocktails, jammy bastard. What the hopping hobs is that? It must be protecting something. Like the way out, most likely. Well, I'll tell you one thing. We haven't got this far, haven't got this many people behind us to end up dying in some forsaken, far-off hole in the ground. Well, wherever we are, we're not the only ones who got stuck in this damn place. Not the most encouraging sign in the world, is it? Still, they might have something useful on them. Why don't you check the second lot over there?
I found something. A note. It speaks to us still. Darkness incarnate. We know now we can never escape it.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Hey, I've got something too. One of these poor sods left a journal. Most of the pages have disintegrated, but well, you can still see plenty of weird symbols. It's mostly gobbledygook anyway. I mean, listen to this nonsense. Luminous spirits of the sands, impart daybreak and gleam under a quiet moon. What's that supposed to be? Look at that. Can you believe I did that? Ooh. Does look somewhat dark, though. Oh, maybe going down isn't such a good idea. You know how I said it looked somewhat dark? Well, I'd like to amend that statement. We're looking into utter, total, complete darkness. Oh, what have you got there, boy? Ha! You little genius. Good boy. Oh, no, that's better. So what do you think this place is?
I have no idea.
Temple of some sort? What could anyone possibly worship in here? No, we're not going any further this way. Looks like a bridge. Is that the mechanism to raise it on the other side? Isn't that handy? One of us will have to get across to use it. There must be some other way to get there. Here we go. You should be able to make it to the other side from here. Okay, be careful now. That thing's probably pretty stiff, and we don't want to make any more noise than we have to. And quiet as stealthy mice, the adventurers forged on ahead. I know I have a tendency to be slightly paranoid, but didn't that sound like something friendly to you? Stand back. Walter the Scholar will deal with this. With an increasing sense of trepidation, admittedly. Luminous spirits of the sands, inhale the restless gloaming. Oh, there you go. What can I say? I have a knack for gibberish. Do you ever get the feeling somebody's playing games with us?
All the time.
Let's just be thankful and get through this place as quickly as we can.
The light you bring will die. The light inside you will die. All that you are will die.
Well, this isn't good.
The children are here to play. When you hear that sweet music playing in the waves, that's our heartbeat. The children put it there. Love. Do you know?
Keep fighting. We have to keep fighting.
Watch your flesh turn to blood. Watch your hearts turn to black. Watch your veins turn to black. You're tainted. The stain will never wash out. The sun will never shine upon you again. Tainted, broken little toys.
It's all right. We're all right. We just have to keep going, that's all. We're all right. Come on, Walter. Just hold it together.
Damn this book and whoever wrote it. The bastards. Why didn't they tell us what was down here? Darkness incarnate. Like we're supposed to know what that means. It won't stop. It won't stop till it kills us. Wait. I think we must be close to an exit. There's a cold breeze. Can you feel it? There's that sound again. It's almost like... No! Not the light, not the bloody light! Come on, Wyatt. These things are all around us. Come on! Come on! We have to get out of here. As long as we have fire, we'll be all right. We'll have to keep walking, and we'll get out of here, and we'll be all right.
We are coming.
It's here!
We will devour your kingdom. There will be no bodies. There will be only darkness. The children command it. As your skin withers and burns, leaving you exposed and hollow. Now do you realize how worthless you are, how you've earned the shadows? Blind seer not tell you about us? Did she not warn you?
Gone now. It's gone. And we're going to be fine. Looks like the only way is down. Goody. You all right down there?
Yes! It isn't far down!
Right, here I come then. 3, 2, 1.
Walter!
You let us take him, but you're glad, are you not? You wished him pain. You wished him undone. You're brought hurt. The children are angry. A great wave of darkness will cover your land. They will come for your king. Who would sit upon the throne of Albion? The eyes are gone forever. Bleeds light and fades away. You should see it. It's a beautiful sight. You wish for the black void. You tire of the threats, the cries of the helpless, the cries of the long dead. We have waited centuries for you. You see now the future awaits you. All those people you want to save. Darkness shall spread across the world.
See? That thing. It blinded me. I can't see!
It's okay, Walter. I'm here.
We have to get out. Quickly. It's still out there. We need to leave. You can hear it too, can't you? It is there. I'm not mad. I can't see anything. Take me to the light, please. It's still out there. We need to leave. Are we out? Did we get away?
Yes. We're safe now.
What can you see?
A desert.
I can feel the heat of the sand. But whatever that thing did to me, it's like it sucked all the light from inside me. I still can't see anything. Just don't let go.
Careful. There's steps up ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know how far I can go. Are there no signs of civilization?
There's something in the distance. It looks like an enormous statue.
How far?
It's going to take us a few hours.
No, stop. I can't do this.
Of course you can. Come on.
I'm too weak. You have to leave me. Listen to me. I can't see. I can barely stand. I won't just slow you down. I'll get you killed. You have to go on without me.
All right. But I'll come back for you. I promise I'll get help.
Good. You'll do fine on your own. You'll do me proud. Now, go.
Made of sand. You are falling apart
I have to
between
find
our
out
fingers.
just how ready.
for you. Now he screams alone. He curses you. Not even in death will he forgive you. Are you blind? Are you blind yet? There's nothing left. You're gone. All gone.
He's still alive. The other can't be far away.
Taking a nap in the sun. Typical royalty. You had me worried there for a while.
Walter!
Don't worry, we'll find him. You just sit tight, my friend. Can you help them?
The young one will be fine. He is strong. We need to tend to the older one at once.
Hang in there, Walter.
You are awake. Good. My name is Kaelin, and you are in the city of Aurora. I have much to tell you.
Walter, how is he?
He is fortunate to be alive, but we have seen his condition before. We may be able to help him.
Is there another of my friends here? I thought I saw, in the desert.
A devilishly handsome soldier by the name of Ben Finn. Not dead yet, my friend.
Please, come with me.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through. It's so good to see you. When I was fished out of the local pool and Walter and you weren't there, well, I thought it was all over. Then I realised I was being an arse. And I worked my charms to get a search party out for you. Not that Kaelin here needed much persuading.
We are accustomed to misfortune. Now it is time you saw our city.
Welcome to Aurora, the city of nightmares.
The crawler did this. The being you fought in the desert caves. It appeared 5 years ago, bringing darkness and death. The few of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by our side, Ben Finn speaks most highly of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders. But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago. You have come to a cursed land.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish. There are many elsewhere. On statues, doorways, wherever a memory will allow itself to live on.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
He too faced the Crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the Crawler. We never saw him again. King Logan did not cause this, but he did nothing to stop it. Now I ask that you do what he would not. Ben Finn has told us of your quest, of your revolution.
I promise.
Then let us go to war.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
How is he? Is he gonna make it?
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Walter? Oh, balls to you all. You're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya.
Yes. Shame my first sight had to be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could. And don't think I don't know it. I told you you'd make me proud. Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for. And I feel about 100 years older than when we left, but we're finally ready. You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the king Albion needs. So come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle. You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
Alright, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future king to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke, and the fire, and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the center to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin!
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar. We'll follow every step of the way. Ready? Let's go. You have to be strong. Don't show them any mercy. That bullet's just that'll teach him to go side.
You bloody traitor! I'll kill you for that!
Surrender.
Take that mortar out! It's starting to annoy me.
We have to take the castle now.
Now we're lost! Incoming fire!
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Kaelin, do your stuff.
Into the city! This is more like it. Walter, you father.
How you feeling, Walter?
Now let's go. Go up against the army. I expect to feel some serious pain. I can They might be faceless, but they're still nothing but all of it. More guards.
The enemy's shooting at us!
Keep it up. They don't. He's not getting back up, that's for sure.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? I'm going to slice you open like a melon, you bloody traitor!
You may defeat me, but you will never defeat King Logan! You don't stand a chance against me. They should know better than to go against a hero.
That was amazing!
We're supposed to open doors for Kingdom or the other way around. Shut up, man.
Work is paid. That girl knows how to handle herself. Come on, we're not far from the castle now. We'll meet up with her there. Ain't that less salad? There's more of them! They're expecting us. Say what you want. There's no way we're getting past that barricade.
As you can see, your promise to Paige is now on the wall. That is a gauntlet, a device which allows a hero to channel magical energies to... The promise you made to Kate...
Still the houses and doors?
Damn coward using sorcery! Watch out! Keep that up and we'll get through them in no time!
gate. Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see that boulder that the whole city bowed to our thunder?
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place? Dwellers have their ways, my boy.
Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalin's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off. Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own. Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You finally become the man I always wanted you to be.
He's a lot more than that, and now he's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my brother deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then. There he is, the King of Albion. You've made it, just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
to attention for the King of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work, but killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, brother. Now choose.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are king. You can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler, but understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start, but you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it. Albion's royal treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth. It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold, a topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain Logan's... Very well, Your Majesty. Ah, an arousing sight, is it not? Breathe in that gilded air. Our tax collectors have not wasted any time carrying out your wishes. Certainly some people will starve to death, but it's a small price to pay for the security of our land. If you carry on being this decisive, the treasury will soon be overflowing. Perhaps you could even take a little of the money for yourself. Wink, wink. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time! You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Reva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reaver can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Don't tempt...
Oh, happy day! His Majesty, the King of Albion, graces us with his radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Oh, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like...
The factory will be reopened as it was. We need all the workers we can get.
A most astute choice, Your Majesty. I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
I will never forgive you for this. After all we've done, you're no different to Logan.
Welcome to the reopening of Reaver Industries Youth Center, where we care for your young 20 hours a day, teach them valuable skills, and ensure they never, ever get into trouble.
Supervisor.
At your orders, sir.
You malingering maggots. Work harder.
I'd love to have your autograph. I'm a big I've got the best stuff you ever seen. At the best prices, too.
Greetings, sir.
Your Majesty.
My lord. At your service.
Nice to see you, Your Majesty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King. Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reaver shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You have done little to improve the lives of your citizens since you came to power. But it's not too late to start. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets.
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The king has reached his decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Riva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn old quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new old quarter.
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
Greetings,
Nothing to report, Your
Majesty.
Ah,
well
met, my lord.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. 2 of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened king. Let the heart...
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh! Fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Riva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what you...
Aurora will become part of Albion, but they must work for this privilege.
The king has spoken. Aurora shall be mined for resources. Its people shall receive the protection of the throne in exchange for their labor.
You are no better than your brother. He may have left us to die, but you wish only to exploit us.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and valuable resources. Visit the city that Riva Industries rebuilt from sand and tour the local mines, where you can witness the Aurorans' refreshingly vigorous work ethic. Aurora, a gem glowing in the darkness.
A wise decision in court today, Your Majesty. While it is true that your popularity in Aurora has suffered, the people closer to home are not too concerned. This could prove to be a very profitable arrangement. And speaking of Aurora and profits, we may have stumbled upon some very exciting news in that area. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
That could have gone better. That person...
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me.
I'm afraid your property was irreparable. The armory is at your disposal.
one of these is ideal for home defense. With a rifle, a skilled shooter can hit targets at significant range and inflict considerable damage. If you want to inflict the greatest possible damage in melee combat, you want a hammer. The bigger, the better. Any other business to attend to? Welcome to the Sanctuary.